beautiful friends, thank you so much for joining me today here on Lumiere. It's Claire back for another pick a card reading, and today's reading is their true feelings for you. So what are they thinking and feeling about this connection, about you right now? We'll check in with the future energies as well and see what is going on between you. Let's take a look at the crystals. Let's pick a crystal today. I've got 3 groups for you. Group number 1 is the amethyst. Group number 2 is the Amazonite point, and group number 3 is the honey quartz cluster. Take as much time as you need. As always, you can pause the video if you want to meditate on the crystals. Let your intuition guide you, that quiet inner voice that you have to guide you through life. When you are ready, all your timestamps are in the description box below this video. As always, if you hit your timestamp, it will take you to the relevant place in the video for your group, and I will see you in a moment. Hey everybody, welcome to your reading, to everyone who picked group number 1 and the beautiful amethyst cluster crystal. I love a bit of amethyst in my life. I'm so excited to be doing this reading for you. Let's check in with their feelings. How do they truly feel about you right now? Just got a feeling this is going to be a really good reading for you guys. We're going to get a lot of illumination. These readings are a blend of my intuition and your intuition. Please know that they're just general readings. We know that they can't resonate with every single person, but take what resonates, leave the rest. You know the score by now. Let's take a look and see. I can't believe how often this card comes out. You see how much shuffling I do, and I cleanse on my decks and stuff. Voyage. So strong energies of, I feel like this is like a spiritual journey that you are both on together with this card. There is a beautiful whale image on here. So that may be a sign for you in your connection. It may be a spirit animal for you, or it may be a sign that you see, right? And there's such a beautiful feeling with this full moon. I feel like, and this beautiful ocean, this is really saying to me that emotions are running very deep, okay? Just very intense emotions at this time. Really feeling it deeply connected emotionally, okay? So I feel like this voyage that we're talking about here is, it could indicate like physical distance, you know, that they've traveled from a different country, that they're from a different background to you, right? Or that you're from different places, long distance relationships, something like this. This is a sign from spirit. But I see this as a spiritual journey that you're going on together. This is an unfolding process, and you're on this spiritual journey together. So that's worth bearing in mind. Wow, that one just came straight out. I didn't even, it just leapt out of the deck. Ascension. This is like rising higher. It's elevating, right? You're elevating each other through this spiritual journey, this spiritual connection, through knowing each other, right? At this time in your life, you are elevating each other, lifting each other up to new heights through these experiences, through these emotions, through the love that you share from your higher selves and from your heart. So this is an ascension process. This is part of your unfolding. It's part of your kind of maybe even a spiritual awakening for you or your person. I feel like you're a catalyst, is what I'm hearing from spirit, for each other, for this powerful spiritual growth, so that you can really accelerate your spiritual growth in this lifetime. So this may be a particular lifetime. This, a part of your soul's journey, may be one where you learn a lot about yourself, right? And can really maybe experience a lot of contrast in order to understand yourself better. But this is it. I feel like this relationship, this connection is really lifting up to new heights as well. Like you're lifting each other up, you're supporting each other. There is definitely that potential here, but this is something which is going higher, maybe to a higher level of commitment with one another. It's ascending. This is what I'm seeing. And there's this moon image on here as well that you may not be able to see or pick up, but of the phases of the moon as well. So again, that energy of the ebb and flow of emotions and of this connection. So it may be that there are times when it's more intense, and then maybe it gets too intense and it has to kind of just take a step back, or fall away, but there's no need to be triggered through that process. You can just allow it to kind of unfold, and there will be times that are more intense and times that are you know, where it's a little bit quieter or feels like more of a lull. Okay, so that's what I'm sensing here. Sorry, I'm just seeing which deck I'm being called to. This is the beautiful image that you get from the Lover's Oracle. It says, acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There's no point trying to change that which is beyond your control. So the only thing that you have control over is yourself. Everything else, if we think we can control it, it's just an illusion. So it's like I was saying, just coming into acceptance of the ebb and flow of this unfolding process. So it's very beautiful. I love it. Let's jump into your tarot, find out what's going on for you. Well, the Four of Cups is the general theme of your reading. So maybe somebody is feeling a little bit rejected, a little bit despondent about this connection, feeling a bit about this, right? I sense that there's this energy of like feeling fed up with the status quo, feeling fed up with how things are. Let's take a look. We'll look into it deeper. But there is this energy here of kind of disappointment in kind of the other person or how things have turned out. Remember, these readings can always be vice versa. Listen to your intuition for how it resonates for you, okay, in your situation. Take a look at what's been going on with you guys. Okay, so you get the Tower, the Eight of Swords, and the Hierophant. So Taurus energy showing up strongly in your reading so far. So I feel like there's been some sort of breakdown here with this Tower, some sort of struggle here where maybe communication has broken down and you've got no contact. You're just like, I'm getting this sense of kind of not understanding each other. And with this Eight of Swords, it's because somebody isn't really seeing the bigger picture, or they're just like really up in their head and they're not seeing clearly. And this is what, maybe they're not seeing the connection clearly, maybe they're not understanding you, right? Or you're not understanding each other, and this is what's caused this breakdown. The breakdown in communication, maybe the breakdown in this connection, right? It feels like these fears that have come up have created you to be in created a situation where you're kind of not on solid ground. Okay, so what I'm seeing is this is a letting go of some of these fears, right? This is a kind of shedding process. Very much caught up in the mental processes, in worry, in anxiety. But a lot of this is about kind of the fear of like maybe that they won't commit to you, right? Or that they don't want a real relationship, or they won't make it official, something like this. I sense that this may have been a snag, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. Or this, yeah, just this energy of a snag, or this is what's caused the breakdown, is to do with them not making it official, or not kind of progressing, kind of taking it to the next level, whatever that is, moving in together, or being, you know, getting engaged or something like this. It depends where you're at with this, or just kind of saying, yes, I want you to be mine. You know, making you their person, something like this. It could be, I'm sensing that this could be your energy for some of you, that you are very worried about this, that this is really at the forefront of your mind, and you're just like, I see that we get on really well, I see that there's a lot of attraction here, that we are drawn to one another, this feels like a very deep connection, and yet they're not saying the words, and yet they're not kind of taking it to the next level, or they're not moving it forward, or you're worried that they kind of won't, or that they're not interested in you in that way, or they just want to be friends and they don't want to take it to that next level. And this could be you. Or it could just be an issue between both of you, is what I'm sensing, that is causing this breakdown. But I feel like a lot of this fear isn't really necessary, okay? It's kind of, if you looked at it through illumination, if you looked at it in the light of day, it's not going to seem so bad, is what I'm hearing. So, because there is that potential there for commitment. This is a spiritual connection as well that we see here. It's like someone in this connection does want to be very traditional about things, right? Kind of to do things properly, right? To do the dating, to get to know each other. For some of you, it may be the case that you feel like you've missed your chance to do that for whatever reason, because maybe it was rushed, or you thought that this was just something superficial, or that it was just supposed to be a little bit of fun. Not for all of you. That was just a message that I wanted to connect just to some of you. I just want to check in with your feelings, see how you align with your person. Okay, so you get the Hanged Man, 5 of Cups and 2 of Pentacles. So Virgo's energy showing up here as well. I feel like you're feeling very stressed, right? It's like you can see the bigger picture now, is what I'm sensing. You see things in a new light, okay? Now that there's been a little bit of intensity or drama, or there's been some sort of breakdown in this connection, there is this energy now where you're just like, now that you're in this energy, you can see things a little bit differently. And there's this energy of regret here, of just like, that I'm getting from you, that's just like, oh, I wish I hadn't have said this, or I wish that things had been a bit different, or if I had my time over again, I wouldn't have said this thing, or I wouldn't have done that, I would have played it cool, or I would have taken it slower, or just, you wouldn't have said a certain thing in the heat of the moment. There is this energy of regret around something that has happened between you both, something that you've shared, and you're seeing that clearly now. I feel like you're very much kind of bound up to that you're in those energies of kind of thinking about the past, what you would have done differently, thinking about something that you've lost. Maybe you've lost this connection, maybe you feel like you've lost their love or their respect, for some of you, not for all of you. This is causing like a lot of internal conflict, like, some stress within you, and some friction within you of just like, what's going to happen? I don't know how they feel about me. I don't know what's going on now, right? And also this energy of just like needing to make a decision about this. I feel like there's also this choice about whether or not you stay in that energy of regret, of thinking about the past, of going over things in your mind about how things could have been different, or moving forward now. Of just kind of that energy that we were talking about at the beginning, of acceptance, moving into these higher level energies, that this ascension that is available to you, ascending out of that place where maybe you feel a little bit low, or you're suppressing your feelings a little bit, or you're dwelling on the past a little bit, and just being like, okay, now is the time where I'm going to assimilate that. I'm going to accept where I'm at, even though it may not be exactly what I want. And in order to move forward and to ascend into these higher level energies which are available to you. And then that is going to create a lot of positivity for you in this situation, okay? So I see that you're very much kind of bound up to a particular thought pattern. You're very much bound up like in their energy, and they're bound up to you, you're bound to each other, right? But I just sense that you've got like into like a mental or emotional loop about something. Like, oh, I'm never going to see them again, I'm never going to hear from them, they're never going to forgive me, I shouldn't have done this, I shouldn't have said that, I wish I'd been like this. So I don't know, you can take it how it resonates. When I do this, it's just like the examples of the energy that I feel. So, but now there's this sense that you're in a loop with it in your mind, and we all get into places like this. This is absolutely human nature. So it's just like, I think Spirit is highlighting it for you so that you can recognize and being like, oh yes, I am kind of going around in circles, or yes, I am kind of dwelling on the negative aspects of this. And yet, with this 5 of Cups, the 5 of Cups always says, look, there are things to be grateful for, there is still love here, there are still blessings that you can count in this situation. So it's just like shifting with this 2 of Pentacles, I'm sensing that this is a shift in focus that you're going through, from focusing on what you don't want to focusing on what you do want, or focusing on, instead of focusing on what's happened in the past, which feels maybe disappointing or difficult for you, focusing on the future. and what it is that you do want, and setting your intention and creating and growing more love in your life and in this connection. Okay, let's check in with your person, find out what's going on with them. Yeah, look at this. Positive changes happening. You get the King of Pentacles, Death, and the Ten of Cups. Scorpio's energy here, Taurus energy showing up again in your reading. That may resonate with you. You may have it in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. So there is the potential for the long term here with your person. They are thinking a lot about the future, because what I'm seeing from this reading is there's a lot of energy around like what's going to happen for the future. You know, what are we going to label this? Are we together? What about the long term? Or it could be practical issues, you know, what's happening next, right? I feel like there's been some sort of change in their long-term plan, right? Maybe they're kind of pivoting, or there's been some sort of external circumstance where they've had to move or take another job or whatever it is, but whatever their long-term plan was, it's changing. Looking at this now, I feel like what has changed is that they've met you, right? They had like a real plan for themselves. I feel like your person may be quite career focused, you know, working on their studies, working on you know, building a life for themselves, getting on the property ladder, moving forward with life, whatever it is. Or it could be that they're already established. Regardless of gender, this is just energies that we're looking at here with this King of Pentacles energy. For me, the King of Pentacles is the she's just got real card, right? So they do take this very seriously. Yes, this is somebody who's very grounded. Maybe someone with a lot of earth energy in their chart. This is someone who's very grounded, who thinks about the long term. Right? They're not fly by the seat of their pants. They want to think about what's best for the long term. And they've changed their mind about what that is as a result of meeting you. Okay? You have illuminated this for them. I feel like they may be going through a lot of changes in their life as well. It also indicates an ending here, so I just wonder whether you've called this relationship a day, or whether they ended it, or you ended it, or something. And it's like, what I'm seeing is like a full stop, like there's been like a stop on this connection for some of you. This could be more kind of physical in the 3D, or it could just be something that's kind of emotional. But I feel like it's a pause, because this is really about transformation. And what are they transforming into? 10 of Cups, much more happiness. So I feel like they were going down one road, and now that they've met you, they're going down this new path. And this is creating, you know, they're having to assimilate this, they're having to rearrange things, they're having to kind of think about things in a new way and really consider you, right? And maybe they haven't considered you, maybe they hadn't thought about the long term, maybe they hadn't thought about having a relationship, or they weren't in a space in their life where they wanted a relationship. But now they realize that there is so much happiness here. This is the realization that they're having. 10 of Cups, complete emotional fulfillment, emotional satisfaction. They have so much love for you. This love is growing is what I'm hearing. It's blossoming. I'm seeing blossom as well. This is this ascension, right? So it may be that you have taken a break from this, and this is what I see here. But on the other side of that, there is this transformational process where they're thinking about what it is that they want for the long term, and what it is that they want for the long term is a relationship, and with you. Let's take a look at this deck, see what else is going on. Yeah, look at this. Judgment, Queen of Pentacles, Four of Swords. So we've got the King and the Queen of Pentacles here, so showing up. So this is like a divine counterpart, a divine union showing up here. They're not side by side in the reading, but they are showing up here. So that's really beautiful, that you are like the divine masculine, the divine feminine is both represented here. Remember, these are just energies, not genders, okay? Judgment, again, the call. right? I see that here. It's like this whole thing, this kind of breakdown, this argument, whatever has happened between you, this separation, it has been the wake-up call that they've needed to really think about the long term and to recognize your value. So it may have been the case that they hadn't been thinking about the future, they hadn't been thinking about having a relationship with anybody, right? And now they're getting this wake-up call of just like, wow, this is like a beautiful thing. I'm getting the word honey as well, so that may be, I'm just like seeing honey, so that maybe it just may represent the kind of sweetness that you represent in to them, right? Of abundance, the abundance of emotion, the abundance of love, the abundance of sweetness that they have for you. Or that could be they may call you that, or they may have a pet called that, or they may have had a pet called honey, something like this. But I'm just getting that it's like an energetic frequency of like the good life. They're just like, there is something good here, right, for the future that will enrich both of our lives. So they're taking some time to think about it though with this Four of Swords. They're contemplating it, right? There is this waking up. They're getting this kind of spiritual call. This is a spiritual connection. And they're waking up to the long-term potential of this. So it's definitely given them food for thought is what I'm seeing. This whole thing has given them a lot of food for thought. Maybe you've just been like you're very clear about what it is that you want, right? You know what it is that you want, and perhaps they didn't know what they wanted. I'm actually going to jump to some oracle cards and see what messages we have. It's like the message that I'm getting is that they do need a little bit of time in order to come to this conclusion, right? And to assimilate this, because it's like a pivot or a change in their circumstances, but also in kind of the way that they think about themselves in relationship to you, or in relationship to romantic, to do with romantic relationships. But yeah, they've definitely awakened to just like, yes, this is the real deal, right? That's what they've woken up to. And now it's given them a lot to think about. Rejection and protection. This is from the Myth and Fire Oracle deck, one of the Lumiere decks. Yeah, it's echoing that Four of Cups energy of just like this energy of rejection here. Maybe someone's just rejected the status quo, just like, no, this isn't good enough for me, or this isn't, resonating, this isn't what I want. Maybe someone just feels rejected. I'm hearing as well that somebody in this connection may have a fear of rejection, and that can cause them to kind of, what do I want to say, like distort. It can cause distortions in their behavior a little bit. Yeah, we have the card putting in the effort. I definitely see that with that King of Pentacles energy, that they're going to be able to put the effort in for you, and that this is what's needed. Like, you're just like, you've got to meet me halfway with this, like, in order to make this work. Maybe they haven't been making the time for you, right? Or making you feel special, or kind of meeting your needs in the way. But I just see them being able to do that now, putting in the effort. And that's the change that they're going through, I think, with this King of Pentacles to the Death. They're just like, oh, okay. Like, it's not just, it's not up to somebody else to do everything. It's not up to you to do everything, right? They've got to kind of be like, they've got to participate in this. But when they do, it's going to bring happiness to everybody, to you, to them, right? And that emotional fulfillment, that's the change. That's what they're letting go of, okay? We have the card Lessons. Yeah, that's the lesson that they've had to learn in this connection. We were talking about that spiritual ascension, spiritual awakening, spiritual learning. And we've got Judgment. It's echoing that energy of the Judgment. They're getting downloads. Yeah, we have the card Separation as well. So this is really echoing that energy that I've been picking up on, that perhaps you're taking a break, or you're in separation, or you feel like they're quite distant from you emotionally at this time. Whoops, there's too many. I want to be close to you. So I definitely see them coming forward towards you. They want to be physically close to you, to experience you kind of like physically, to hold you, to touch you. I'm hearing from Spirit that they want to talk to you as well if they haven't spoken to you for a while. But they want to like be physically nearer to you. If it's long distance, they want to be closer to you. But they just like want to be in your energy. They want to be able to kind of touch you and feel you and smell you and experience you. So they're just like, they just want to experience your frequency, your vibe, right? Okay, I'm going to leave it there. That's everything that I have for you in this reading today. I hope it's given you some insights, some clarity in your situation. Do let me know how it resonates down in the comments. You know I love to hear from you guys, and you're all over the world. I think it's really exciting to hear from people from lots of different cultures and places. So yeah, let me know where you're from and let me know how this resonates as well. If you feel called to, you can check out my zodiac readings. They are for members of the channel. You join the channel by hitting the join button or with the link in the description box, and you can become a Diamond Lumi. It's excellent value in my opinion, and then you get access to all the zodiac signs, okay? All the readings are timeless, but you can check out all your placements, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, okay? Check that out, only if it resonates. I'm sending you lots and lots of love. And I look forward to seeing you again soon here on Lumiere. You take care. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, welcome to your reading. To everyone who picked group number 2 and the amazing Amazonite point. Let's find out what your person's true feelings are, what is going on in this connection, how they feel about you and what they're thinking at this time. So I'll begin with a few oracle cards to get us started. We have the card Expression. Okay, beautiful butterflies on here. So this is all about like how you are expressing your love for one another. Okay, so this could be like maybe that you have like quite a unique personal expression, or your person does, you know, maybe they're artistic, or they are into particular things, or they're a little bit different, or they like to express themselves, you know, through music or through creativity or through comedy or something like this, that there's like a personal unique signature or expression that they have. And maybe this is something that you've bonded over or that you've connected with. The main message that I'm getting here though is to do with like how you express love to one another. And I'm sensing that there may be like a mismatch here, or you're just learning about how one another expresses love. So it could be the case that you have different love languages, or maybe the case that you've got the same love language and you're really kind of vibing and connecting over that. So that is worth knowing. Beautiful butterfly images on here. Okay, so let's explore this further and see what it is that's coming out for you. There's a uniqueness here. There's something here that I keep getting that's coming out. It's just like there's a uniqueness to them, to their personality, maybe to this connection, right? How they express themselves to society, but also in relationships as well. That feels very special. So maybe they're a very unique person, or you are, or you've got your kind of a unique kind of look or something that you align with one another. You get the card Delight as well. So higher vibrational energies here when I see this. This is just like, it feels like one of the highest vibrations. Maybe you make each other laugh, right? That it feels like quite, it's kind of effervescent, like the bubbles in champagne, just kind of happiness kind of bubbling up here. You know, when you're together, you can have a good laugh. It feels quite easygoing is what I'm hearing. So this is interesting. There's a lot of happiness to be explored here. And it's just like connecting to that bandwidth of like, that's higher or outside of the everyday, right? The everyday can feel like a grind sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, you know, making ends meet and dealing with problems and finding solutions and coming up against challenges and the practicalities and the rain and all of this. And this just feels like it's outside of that, like it's a little bit magical, right, that you have here. So this is kind of how you make them feel, that there is just like this, I'm hearing the word simplicity as well, to kind of like how your person feels about you. There's this energy of kind of what you see is what you get with maybe you or your person. Wow, we get the card the Revolutionary. So this can indicate that either you or your person has a lot of fire energy in your chart. This is the spark of attraction here. I see two people who are very much drawn to one another. There is this deep, deep spark of attraction between you both. So if you're just like, I'm not sure how they feel about me, they are drawn to you, to your magnetism is what I'm hearing. You're just kind of calling them in with your magnetism. So they are definitely sensing that this is a group where you've kind of piqued their interest, or you're kind of interested in each other. This may be quite new, you're just sort of exploring it, it feels quite exciting, something like this. This is what I'm sensing, but we can see how this is going, and how this is developing and what's going on here. But I feel like there's a lot of motivation here to kind of make this happen between you both. There's this kind of motivation, definitely. The fire has been lit within them, the desire for you. But again, this energy of the revolutionary, you know, that I was getting, that they like to do things differently, right? Maybe they've got like a personal expression that's a little bit different, or they're not very traditional, or they go against what their family wants, or against the kind of norm in society, and they see things a little bit differently to other people. Right, it's like they're blazing a trail. I feel like either you or your person has this kind of personal destiny to really kind of be very unique and to move forward with in their own way. Right, that may not be how other people see things. It's kind of like a new way of seeing things, and maybe that's something where you align, or something that you can really get on board with. Right. It's nice. It might be that your person's quite an upbeat person as well. You know, that they're kind of motivated, they get excited about things, they get a lot of ideas about things, they love life, right? So let's see what's going on with you guys. Look at that Ace of Cups coming in for you as the general theme of your reading. I'm absolutely overjoyed to see that for you. This is what I'm getting. There's a lot of high vibrational energy, a lot of positivity around this. If this is a new connection, this is definitely developing into love. I see an offer of love coming in. If you've just kind of been dating, or you've just been friends, love is developing. Love is coming in for you in this connection. I see that your person's heart is opened to you and to this connection. This is definitely more than just friendship. It's definitely also more than just lust. This is love. So this is either love being offered, or a renewal of love between you and your person, if this is already an established connection. Okay, because this is, I'm seeing the dove of peace here, so this is like harmony, right? This is like two people who are harmonizing, right? With this, I don't know if you can see there are two doves on here. I see two people who are harmonizing, regardless of whether or not this is established, or whether or not this is new. I'm sensing a lot of kind of new energy here. So it could be someone who's kind of new to you in your life, or a relationship that's just developing, or, you know, if you already know them, this is like a renewal, a rebirth of kind of exploring and experiencing the positive aspects of each other, of this connection, of your feelings for one another. So this is good, but it's two people who are harmonizing into the same frequency of love is what I want to say to you. Okay, let's see what's going on with you guys. Okay, you get the Moon, the Four of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. Pisces energy showing up here. Cancer and Scorpio as well may be significant to you in your connection. So this feels like a crush, or like some sort of secret love. It may be that this person has really kept their feelings under wraps for a long time. Even if perhaps you've been together, they've not been kind of fully open about how it is that they feel about you. I feel like either you or your person, I feel like it's both of you have been like just kind of hiding how you've been feeling, which is why you're sort of not sure. But they definitely want to get closer to you. I love this Four of Wands in the traditional Rider-Waite deck. This is the 1111 card. It symbolizes an 1111, which is a gateway sort of card, a gateway of energy that you can move into. So it feels like you're playing your cards very close to your chest, or that you've not been sure about whether or not they're into you or not. They're definitely into you. It feels like there's this energy though with this Five of Pentacles that they're kind of outside of your inner circle. So it's like they don't know how to get close to you is what I'm hearing, or you don't know how to get close to them. Maybe this is a crush, someone that you've got your eye on, or someone who's a friend and you don't know how to kind of shift that dynamic. I don't know what's going on here, right? If this is an established connection, then, and you've been in a period of separation, that they definitely want to come home to you is what I'm sensing, but they haven't spoken out about this. What I'm hearing from Spirit very strongly is it's a secret, right? Maybe you're having to keep this relationship a secret for whatever reason, from other people, from society, from your community, from your family. But I really feel like for a lot of you, this is really about keeping your feelings a secret. But really they want to get closer to you. This is what I'm seeing. They want to like build something with you. They want something that's established. But this energy of them wanting to get closer to you emotionally, but feeling outside of that, like not knowing what to say, not knowing what to do, not knowing how to make it happen, not having the opportunity, fear of rejection as well coming out, right? I want to check in with your energies to see how you and your person's energies align. I knew this was going to be a good reading. Let's see how you are aligning. Yeah. It's like, oh my goodness, you're so in your power. Group number 2, you are like so in your power. You get the Ace of Swords, 6 of Wands, 3 of Wands. Lots of passionate, fiery energy here. Also Libra's energy showing up, and Leo's energy as well. So that may resonate with you. Yeah, it's just like you've decided. It's like you're just like 100% on board with this. You are clear about what it is that you want. You've singled this person out, right, as your, you know, your intention. Your intention is to kind of be closer to them. You desire them. You may have them up on a pedestal. Be careful about that. Remember, you are the prize. You are a catch. Okay, you are absolutely worthy of this love. You may see that they have a lot of other interest from other people, or that they're dating other people, something like this, but you've definitely singled them out from the crowd and you're just like, yeah, you're the one that I want. It could be that you're chatting to them a lot on social media. This is your intention though with this Ace of Swords. It's just like, no one else will do. You're the one that I want. You're like a cut above the rest, is what I'm sensing. This is how you feel about them. You're just like, you're a cut above the rest. No one else compares. I don't feel as attracted to anybody else as I do with you. This is kind of how you're showing up. But it's like this waiting game with this 3 of Wands. It's just like you're patiently waiting for them to make their move, or for them to come in, or for things to change between you, right? You're just like watching and waiting out on the horizon, just like, when is this gonna happen? When are they going to come back? When am I going to see them again? When are they going to ask me out? Something like this. I like that you're in your power though. You're very sure about what it is that you want. Whoops, that is too many cards. Let's see how your person is feeling, because that's why we're all here. Okay, we get the Wheel of Fortune, 7 of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles, excuse me. So yes, this is a period, I feel like your person's got a lot of energy around them at the moment, that their life is changing a lot. I feel like they're the kind of person that goes from one thing to another. They're just like, I like a bit of this, a bit of that. They need a lot of stimulation in their life, is what I'm sensing. I feel like there's something that they need to deal with. Right, this is what I want to say with the 7 of Swords, the 8 of Pentacles. They're just like, their life is changing and there's something that they need to deal with in order to make this happen with you, right? They see this connection, they feel it, they feel very excited about it. I'm getting like such a lot of excited energy around this. I can barely stay in my seat. I just want to kind of dash about. But there's something here where they want to, it's like, what I'm sensing is they're trying to gosh, sometimes I don't know how to put the energies into words. I'm really sorry. But they feel very fortunate to have met you, for definite. There's something that they need to deal with, to work on, to process before they can fully connect with you. There is this energy about deciding what they want to move forward with as well, with this Seven of Swords. So it could be the case that maybe they're in a situationship with somebody else, or they've been dating other people, and now they're just kind of working things through. There's this energetic process where they're working things through and dealing with things. I'm hearing tying up loose ends. So I don't know if that resonates with you in your situation. There's some sort of loose ends that they need to tie up with. They want to be, they want to act with integrity, right? Is what I'm seeing. Their work may be undermining this connection a little bit as well, as what I'm seeing. They may have a lot on their plate in terms of work, like a lot of different projects that they're working on, and that sort of busyness is not putting them in a place where they can maybe commit, or maybe like be 100% there for you, is what I'm seeing, because they've just got a lot on their plate in terms of either work or career or responsibilities or study or something like this. Let's take a look. Let's see what else we got. Okay, these ones want to come out. Two of Wands, the Chariot, the Hanged Man. So Virgo's energy, Cancer's energy as well in your reading. There's a choice to be made here about what they want to go forwards with, and they're really not sure about what it is that they want. This is what I'm sensing. They're torn between their head and their heart. This is interesting to see the Chariot next to the Two of Wands like this. It's like they're in this process of getting out of their comfort zone. What I'm hearing is stop-start as well with this Chariot to the Hanged Man. It feels like one step forward, two steps back with you a little bit. This is what I'm sensing. It's like one step forward, two steps back. Or just like this energy of stop-start. You're just like, wow, they're really talking to me, we're really getting on with stuff, and then you don't hear from them. It could just be that they've got too much on in terms of their responsibilities and their work. Okay, and this Seven of Swords is like, this is what's undermining the connection. Okay, this is what's undermining it. And they need to be more discerning about, realistic is what I'm hearing from Spirit, about kind of what's possible for them right now. It may be that they've spread their energies a little bit too thin, and they need to be more realistic about what it is that they want. I see though that there is a solution to this. They're definitely bound up to you, to your energy. You're bound up to one another, and they want to move forward with this. This is really positive, seeing the Chariot, because this is just like, yes, there's a solution here, and they're seeing the solution, right, with this Hangman energy. They're just like, they're seeing things a little bit differently. Okay, so maybe before they didn't realize that they weren't making you a priority, or that they needed to be more balanced, or that they needed to make more time. Now they're kind of, there's this realization here. They're just like, it's like turning their world upside down in order to kind of get that new perspective. They've got a new perspective on things. This is going to create solutions, and I see them making that choice, and what they're choosing is you, and they want to move forward with this. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so you get Justice, Libra's energy showing up here, Two of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. So there is progress being made here, definitely progress in this connection. I think this is what you want to see, progressing forward, making that ultimate decision with this Justice, okay? You know, dealing with any of these kind of karmic contracts or anything that they're doing, you know, getting that into balance. Like I was saying, that kind of tying up those loose ends, any unfinished business, and making that kind of ultimate decision about what it is that they want, and choosing to work on this with you, right? To kind of level up and to be able to work on this with you and explore this further. They definitely kind of want to spend more time with you, is what I'm seeing. Let's get some cards, see what it is that they want to say to you. this is going to put this decision that they're making, where they're coming into their own power, where they're tying up these loose ends through this process, whether that's through work or situationships or kind of dating other people, whatever it is. And it's like they're able to commit to you, and this is kind of making things settle down in order so that you can progress and move forward with this. This is the change that happens within them. It's like a leveling up sort of a process. Things definitely balancing out as well. I see that with this Justice to the Two of Pentacles. It's like things balancing out so they can get on board with this in order to make it work. So that you guys can be a team together, right? Meeting each other's needs, being on the same page, being a team together. We have, I want to go on an adventure with you. Definitely a very adventurous person, somebody who wants to travel. Maybe you want to travel as well. This is like an emotional adventure, but it could be like a physical adventure, kind of going places and doing things. I see that as kind of mirroring that energy of the revolutionary as well, of just kind of being like, they're very authentic. I sense that either you or your person are very authentic, or maybe you both are. Look, my feelings for you are growing. That Ace of Cups energy being mirrored here. This is the Seasons of the Soul, Soul Messages deck from Lumiere. But yes, their feelings for you are growing and expanding and blossoming. I see kind of solutions to these problems because there is love here. They may not have revealed it to you or expressed it to you, but I feel like maybe they hadn't thought about having a relationship, that their just energies were very scattered between their kind of work stuff and their family stuff, or their studies and their hobbies and their friends and things like that. It's like all been kind of quite scattered around, and they haven't like focused on one thing. But I see them kind of coming into greater focus about what it is that they want. Okay, we have love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. This is really good. I sense that you're in your power anyway. You're putting yourself first. You know what your boundaries are. You're just like, yeah, this is what I want. This is kind of what feels good to me. And then we have let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. You may want to talk it through with your friends. I sense that maybe you guys have friends in common with one another, right? And they're helping to kind of get you together, to kind of let them know kind of through that kind of side way of kind of how you feel or how they feel, or kind of what you would like, or that you're interested in them, or that you're still interested in them, right? And that your friends will be able to help you to bring this into alignment, or bring you guys into alignment to kind of get this back on track, okay? We have observer. So yeah, they've clocked you, they know about you and how you feel and what it is that you want and what's going on, right? So they're looking at you, kind of seeing how you present yourself, seeing how you present yourself, how you respect yourself, trying to get clues about what it is that you're all about. Again, it could be that they've got a crush on you and you're crushing on them and you're not sure. There is this kind of element of kind of slightly being on the outside of things, the outside of your friendship group, the outside of your kind of inner circle, or just kind of, but you know, maybe looking at you online as well, trying to get clues about what kind of person you are, about whether or not you would make a good match, or just kind of where you are at in your life, what it is that you're doing with your time, if you're dating other people, who you're dating, right? That may be the case. We have the card Power. Powerfully moving forward with this. I sense that you're very much in your power. We talked about that. Sometimes I get the energy of a power struggle, but I'm not really picking up on that right now. This is a powerful connection though. I think this is to do with like the powerful energy of transformation and of the love that is here as well. You guys, you get in the dark. This deck really speaks truth to me all the time. This is the Myth and Fire Oracle deck. In the dark. This is what I'm saying. So they're completely in the dark about how you feel, right? Or about what it is that you want. So maybe someone, you know, one of your friends is going to whisper it to them, or they're kind of going to get it. It's just like they just have no idea that either you feel that way about them, or that you want something more than just friendship, or that you like them at all, or that you've even noticed them. Maybe you need to be a little bit more obvious, right? Or it could be just you feel like you're in the dark about how they feel. But look, you also get match made in heaven. I said there's a lot of positivity here between you, right? There is some stuff that needs to be, these loose ends that needs tying up, but this love is growing, and you guys are a match made in heaven. This is what I see, that you're kind of like two of a kind is what I'm hearing from spirit. So maybe you've got a lot of interests in common, or you just vibe energetically at the same level between one another. I sense though that there's something that you're into that not everybody is into, and you both have that. You love to chat about it and share something, right? Some sort of interest that you've really got in common. Or just like the way that you perceive the world, or what it is that you're interested in. But a match made in heaven, this is something that's kind of completely blessed by spirit, bringing you together to experience this. So yes. Oh, it makes me feel so good in my heart. I love it. I'm going to leave it there. That's everything that I have for you today, group number 2. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful time and energy with me. It's been my honour to read your cards, as always. If you feel called to, please check out my zodiac readings. They are for members. If you click the join button or the link in the description box, then you can become a Diamond Lumi and a member of the channel and get access to all the zodiac readings. They are in-depth readings, extended readings for zodiac signs, and you can check out your sun, moon, rising and Venus signs for the full picture of what is going on with you, okay, so, and in your situation. So do check that out. I think it's excellent value in my opinion, but only if it resonates, of course. But I'm sending you lots of love. I look forward to seeing you again soon here on Lumiere. You take care. Bye bye. Hey everybody, welcome to your reading. To everyone who picked group number 3 and the beautiful honey quartz cluster, if you can see that, it's so sparkly and lovely. All right, let's take a look how your person truly feels about you, what's going on with them, what's going on with their feelings towards you. So let's take a look. I'll begin with some oracle cards and then we'll jump into your tarot in a moment. So we have the card Strength and the Creator coming out for you to begin with. So I feel like, you know, these are the general energies of your connection. So I feel like there is some element of courage here that needs to be connected to in order to kind of progress this or to make them move. So there's something here in this connection about connecting to their inner strength. Okay, we have the card the Creator. This is very similar to the Ace of Wands in the tarot. So I sense that there's a lot of motivation here to make this happen. This is kind of like the spark of attraction that is between you. You are definitely creating something together. This also looks a lot like a magic wand as well. So there's a lot to do with this creation. Is about like setting your intention for what it is that you want to create in this situation and with this person. Like I always say, if we have a wishy-washy idea about what it is that we want, we get wishy-washy results when it comes to our manifestation. So this is really saying that you are creating this situation, or you can create whatever it is that you want here. There's a lot of creativity in terms of kind of molding your reality is what I'm hearing from spirit. So it's just like you can like use that magic wand of your intention, right, and your focus. If you see that, it's like directed, it's like energy that's directed focus to create what it is that you want. So be sure to set your intention and be strong in that. So I definitely sense that there is a little bit of magic here. It can also be that either you and your person are very creative in your outlook. Maybe you like to do, artwork or something like this, or that you just see the world through a very creative lens. There is that element there, but there's just like a lot here about kind of creating something for the future, right? Creating a new path forward with this, creating the outcome. So we'll dive into that and look at it more deeply. Look at this. I love this for you. You get the card Miracles coming out. So It feels like this love between you is a miracle. Perhaps it's a miracle that you came into right alignment with this person, that you met each other in quite a unique way, you know, that you were just in the right place at the right time, and that you could have potentially missed each other or not experienced these feelings. This love may feel miraculous, like you're connecting to like a whole bandwidth of other energies and loving energies and emotions that you and your person have never experienced before in this lifetime. This beautiful rainbow image on here as well, that may be a sign for you in this connection. A little message from spirit for you with this. And also, if you feel like you need a miracle in this connection to kind of bring you together or get them to notice you or to make this work, then this is a sign from spirit that miracles are possible, and it's through your intention, it's through your directed focus, this magic wand that you have to create a miraculous a kind of turnaround or a miraculous situation with you and your person. So yes, wish wisely is what I'm hearing. Your dreams will come true. Use that magic wand to create what it is that you want. It may also be the case that you've manifested this person into your life, that they're coming into alignment with you as a result of your manifestation processes. I'm being reminded of the 369 method by Nikola Tesla as well. If you haven't heard of that, check that out. I feel like it's going to be like something that will really help you out in this situation to create what it is that you want, to create the outcome that you want to experience in this situation. Okay, let's see what the general theme is. Jump into your tarot with this connection. Tell us, Spirit, what is the general theme? Queen of Swords. Okay, I sense that there's someone in this connection who really knows what it is that they want. This could be you, could be your person. This isn't a gender specific reading, right? But there's this energy of kind of determination to be like, I always get what I want. There's that kind of energy there of just like, yes, I'm clear about what it is that I want in this situation. There is this energy around this, a kind of creating a framework through your boundaries as well, or your person, right? I feel like there may be a coolness between you as well, right? Maybe you're just being very, very logical, very, very practical in this situation, or your person is, right? It can also be the case for some of you, and I've got to say this, not for all of you, that perhaps you're in no contact with your person, and this is where you need this miracle, or you're in no communication right now and you don't know what's going on with them, or you feel kind of shut out of their life, or you have shut them out of your life. So I'm seeing that here. Showing up. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy very strongly in this reading as well. Let's see what's going on with you guys. Here we go, you get the, the Four of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. So someone's definitely really up in their head around all of this. There's a lot of anxiety about making this choice, about maybe getting closer to you or creating something for the future. For a lot of you, this could be to do with living arrangements, about where you're living. That could be like living together, moving in together, creating a home together, creating a stable future together, or just the relationship in general. This Four of Wands could just represent the relationship in general, and there needing to be a choice around this for whatever reason, which we will explore, which maybe is why it's kind of gone cold a little bit between you, right? Because this choice needs to be made, but there is a lot of fear around this choice. It may feel like it's an impossible choice to make, or it's an impossible situation, is what I'm hearing for some of you. That isn't the truth of it though. It may feel like it's impossible, right? But it isn't the truth of it, because in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, this Eight of Swords, did I say Eight of Wands? I can't remember. It's Eight of Swords. Anyway, the woman depicted is wearing a blindfold, which is really saying, she believes that she's kind of trapped in a certain situation, that there are no solutions or there isn't a way out, and yet if she took the blindfold off, she could see a way out of this. So there are solutions here. This can work out very, very well, but it just may be that someone's really caught up in their fears, in kind of thinking about things, creating worst case scenarios, or just like a fear of kind of making this choice regarding this relationship. Right? It could also be a fear from you that they won't choose you, But this is why you've got to use your magic wand and just be like, yes, I am the chosen one. Okay, I am chosen. Comment that down below if it's really resonating with you. I am chosen. I am chosen. Okay, let's see. I want to check in with your energies, because then I can see how you align with your person and how you are showing up right now. Okay. You get the Six of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Chariot in the reverse. Leo's energy showing up here, Cancer energy as well. So I see you in this energy of just like, should I move on from this? Right? There's this energy of just like, I'm moving on from this, or just like, maybe that's what this Queen of Swords is about. If you've got no communication, or you've got no contact, or you've distanced yourself, is what I'm hearing from Spirit, or your person has. There's some energy of kind of distance between you with this Six of Swords, like emotional distance is what I'm sensing, right? And there is this kind of resolution that you're having within yourself, is what I'm seeing here, of just like, I'm walking away from this and I'm going to do me. I'm in my power. I know that I'm worthy. I know what my own worth is. I can have anything that I want, or anyone that I want, right? You know, kind of working on your own vision, creating a beautiful vision for your life, working towards your goals and dreams, leveling up, all of this, okay? And you are magnetic, make no mistake about it. You can afford to walk away from this if you want to, because you are magnetic. You have plenty of choices. You do not need to wait for this person to choose you. It's like you're in this energy of choosing yourself, right? Choosing yourself, or just knowing that you're a catch, knowing that you're worthy, and knowing that lots of people would be lucky to have you, right? And yet there is this energy of just like, I'm moving on, I'm happy being single, I'm doing me, right? Or just like, oh, I'm just going to leave this. If they're not going to meet me halfway, I'm just going to kind of leave this, leave them to their own energy, see what happens maybe. And yet you're not letting go of this with this Chariot in the reverse, right? You're just like, there is this energy within you of just like kind of being stuck on them, of not moving on. So it may be that you're kind of saying to yourself, oh yeah, I'm moving on, or you've told them I'm moving on, or this isn't a thing, or I'm over you, right? Or you've taken a step back from it to give them the impression that you've moved on from it. But I'm seeing here that you haven't moved on from it, right? With this energy of the Chariot in the reverse, you're just like, still kind of, you know, the flame still burns for them, you still hold them in your heart, you still want them, and you're not moving forward with that. Like, okay, I think you're creating a lot of beautiful things in your life, and good for you, I love that for you, but I just feel like you're stuck on this person, like you're stuck on them. And I feel like maybe you are, I don't want to call anybody out, we've all been there, I know I certainly have, that you may be kidding yourself a little bit. If you're just like, I'm happy being single, or I'm happy without them, may not necessarily be the real truth if you're super honest with yourself, but maybe. Or it could just also be, the other message that I'm getting is that there is a solution here to whatever is kind of not bringing you into perfect alignment with one another, and you're not seeing it. Perhaps you're not being solutions focused, right? Or it just hasn't been revealed to you yet. There's this energy of will they, won't they as well, of kind of stopping and starting. I feel like you're just, there's two queens here as well, so that may be a sign for you. But it's about kind of using this magic wand to create this miracle, to create this change between you and your person. Let's see how your person's showing up for you. It's like you're stuck on them despite yourself. Despite, not to spite yourself, but despite yourself, despite your kind of best efforts to invest in yourself and to do your own thing and to take your energy off them. It feels like you're stuck on them anyway, and you're just like, I don't understand why this is. Okay, so you get the card Strength, Two of Cups, Seven of Cups. Showing up, this is how your person is kind of, how they're showing up for you. And look, we've had the card Strength twice now. I mean, this isn't a tarot card, but this is a strong message. from spirit that we have coming through. So Leo's energy very strongly, Gemini energy as well in this. You are soulmates. You and this person are definitely soulmates, especially with this card right in the middle. Your person sees you as relationship material. They see you as, what I'm hearing is they've met their match. So that could be like a match made in heaven, or it could be that they've met their match in you, and that just like, you're not taking any nonsense from them. You've got your boundaries. You're very much kind of in your power about things, and maybe they're not used to somebody showing up so confidently with such strong boundaries, or who is so self-assured, right? They've kind of met their match in you in that way, and they're having to kind of learn to connect to themselves and to relationships and to you in a way that is different. This is all about authenticity as well. This is the card of the Sacred Heart. Like two people connected heart to heart, but it's just like overcoming those, sorry, my hair is driving me mad, it's like stuck in my lip gloss a little bit. About authenticity, it's about kind of being real with one another, being real with one another about what it is that you want, and being real enough to kind of open your heart. I'm sorry about the background noise if it's picking up on the audio. To open your heart, to be vulnerable is what I'm hearing, to be vulnerable in order to meet each other where you're at, to be able to meet each other 50-50. So your person recognizes that this is love, right? That you are like two of a kind is what I'm hearing. At the soul level, they recognize you at the soul level. Soulmates, twin flame energy here, especially next to this strength. It feels like there's a richness of love here, of emotion, of deep emotion that they have. But there is this energy where they need to connect more to their authentic feelings. You know, not the facade, not the veneer, not the, wearing a mask, right? The real depth, the real truth. They need to connect to that in order to connect to you. They feel very confused with the Seven of Cups about this connection, about what it is that they're feeling. They're being invited to connect to these deeper feelings and to this authentic expression, emotional expression of themselves, and it's making them feel a little bit off balance, right? And that may mean that they show up in a way that is a little bit distorted, but it's because they're very confused. They're in like a very emotionally confused space right now about this connection, but they recognize you at the soul level. They see you as relationship material. There is love here that is exchanged. This is a spiritual connection. All of that is showing up here, but they feel very confused about it. Not in their mind, and their kind of like emotional landscape is confused is what I'm seeing. It's like 1 minute it's this, 1 minute it's that, and so they may show up for you in this way that is very confusing, and it's because they feel very confused within themselves, right? And this is why, and this is maybe why you've had to push them away or block them or kind of take a step back, right? Or why you're kind of just being like, let's just cool it down a little bit, because it's not nice when somebody shows up in that way. It can be then it becomes very confusing for everybody. Doesn't mean they're a bad person. Maybe they don't recognize, like from the higher self they do, but maybe they haven't kind of recognized this in the 3D for the beautiful connection that this is. They're confused about what it is that they want when it comes to this connection, for definite. Yeah, I like this for you. So you get the Eight of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles coming out for you. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn showing up here for you as well. I like this a lot. It's just like this confusion or whatever it is that's going on with them. They're prepared to work on this. They're prepared to work on themselves, and they're prepared to put the work in to kind of make this happen. To make the calls, to show up for you, to plan the dates, whatever it is, to show up for you. It's a learning process. They're learning skills. They're learning some relationship skills is what I'm hearing. Okay? And in doing so, they're able to kind of make this choice. between what I'm hearing from Spirit is between their old self and their new self. And to go through this always represents, like this Two of Wands represents like a gateway to me, going through that gateway from their old self to their new self, working on themselves, right? Working on themselves, on this inner confusion that they're experiencing, learning these skills in order to level up so that you guys can experience something for the long term, something that you can really invest in, that you can invest in each other. They want to invest in you is what I'm seeing here. They're leaving their old self behind in order to kind of move through into this new energy where they're leveling up, in order to invest in this connection and to invest in you. They see you as very special, okay? Very beautiful, very attractive, handsome, whatever, very, very special, a unique person, a beautiful opportunity. And this really represents a relationship, you know, creating a relationship, building those relationship skills, that emotional maturity, and being able to leave that person behind, that more immature person, learning those skills. I think you can show them the way is what I'm hearing as well. Through your own conduct, through your own behavior. You know, maybe if they don't have these skills, you can kind of show them what emotional maturity is, or emotional intelligence, or that kind of level, through your own integrity, through your own actions, which is really beautiful. But I see a lot of long-term potential here with this Queen of Pentacles energy, something that can blossom, something that is very grounded, that can develop into something for the long term, and something that's really real, that's practical, right? Let's take a look at your oracle cards, see what messages your person has for you. Worth fighting for. This is what I see here. This is the Myth and Fire oracle deck, that it's really kind of worth putting that effort in with that Eight of Pentacles, that it's worth fighting for this, for both of you. You've got to connect more to your person does, or somebody does, to your authenticity. You know, what's true. Not trying to save face. Not trying to protect yourself or protect your heart, or your person has. This is what I'm sensing. But they're recognizing this, that this is worth fighting for. They're seeing you as a beautiful opportunity, as somebody who is golden. And they recognize that this is worth fighting for. Putting in that effort. We have forever and ever. And steady and committed. They just jumped out of the deck. And these aren't all positive cards. There's a mixture of the shadow and the light as well. So I think that's really beautiful. Forever and ever, and steady and committed. So it's a step-by-step process is what I'm hearing. This isn't something that's going to magically transform, but it might do with that miracle energy. But this has got a lot of long-term potential, and your person is really recognizing that, and they're learning that if they want to experience that long-term potential of something really rich and rewarding and delicious and worthwhile, okay, and real and authentic, that it is a step-by-step process, right? That they have to meet you halfway, right? And it's stepping stones is what I'm seeing in my mind. One step at a time leads to it. Like a deepening of the connection, a richness, more to explore, getting to know each other a little by little, opening up little by little. And in doing so, the bond deepens all the time. And this is nice because it means that it's something that has longevity, right? Steady and committed. So I see them being able to commit to you and to be solid, that Four of Wands energy, right? To be able to be committed to you, to create something that has a really strong foundation. So that it is lasting forever and ever. All right, I'm going to leave it there. That's everything that I have for you in this reading today. It has been my honor to read your cards as always. Let me know how it resonates in the comments. You know I love to hear from you. If you feel called to, please check out my friend Misha. She reads the Akashic Records. She can give you insight into all soul, love connections, right? You know, is this a karmic partner? Do you have a soul contract? Is this your twin flame? Why are they in your life? Why aren't you together? If you've got any of those questions, you can ask the Akashic Records. The Akashic Records are an energetic library of your own soul's journey throughout all lifetimes. Misha is offering Lumiere subscribers $7.77 off all Akashic Record readings. She also does career manifestation readings and life path readings to discover how you can best serve in this human incarnation, all right? But only if it resonates, of course. I'm just letting you know. You can find out more. It's all linked in the description box. If you scroll right down, you'll find the details of the Akashic Records there. But have an amazing week. I'm sending you lots of love and blessings in your situation. I look forward to seeing you again soon here on Lumiere. You take care. Bye-bye.